Alright, hey, Hayes Omega here, and I'm doing a show and tell video on a tool, alright, that I use in my garage a whole lot, and I use it when I go, to the racetrack. I have a Sauron Light B, and it uses a lot of small torque specs, alright, is what I want to say. That's why I bought this guy, alright, but I already have one right here, so I'm buying another one because I want one to have in my toolbox for when I go out, and like when I go to the racetrack or I go out riding, I take a toolbox with me just in case I have to fix something with the bike while I'm there, I've got this, alright? I've got a torque wrench. So we'll go take a closer look at this. It's a Tekton 1/4 inch torque wrench, alright? And it's about like $43 from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description where you can purchase one of these if you want to. I do have another one, alright? This is it's the same brand, it's a Tekton brand, but this one is a little bit different, alright? So that's why we're gonna go check it out, alright? Alright, let's go take a closer look at it. Okay, here it is. So Hayes Mega just wants to say that, like, in your toolbox, if you work on cars or motorcycles, alright, which is what Hayes Mega uses this mainly for, is you should have a small torque wrench, like a 1/4 inch, like this one, and you should have a big torque wrench, alright, that can, that's like a 1/2 inch, okay? Why not the 3/8? Well, this will do pretty close to 3/8. The 1/2 inch can do the stuff that the 3/8 can do, alright? So I would use this thing for torque values under 20 foot-pounds, alright? Or if there's anything that needs to be in inch-pounds or Newton meters, okay? So lately Hayes Mega is using a lot of Newton meters because bicycle stuff uses Newton meters, okay? So this is a Tekton 1/4 inch drive dual direction click torque wrench, alright? And this can operate in torques from 10 to 150 inch-pounds, okay? Also, there is also a Newton meter. It'll do Newton meters and inch-pounds, okay? So, like I mentioned, I got this for $43 on Amazon. Let's go unbox it, alright? And I will put a link to both of these, alright? And also, there's a little adapter thing that I think is really important that you should have. Okay, let's do the unboxing. This is how I got it from Amazon. Okay. I haven't seen it yet. So this is a different version than this one right here, okay? But we'll take a look at both of them, alright? Okay, comes in a plastic baggie. And a nice case, alright? So, interesting thing to note, I think this guy came with a plastic case. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, whoopsha! I found it. I found the case. Alright, so this is the case for the new one, and this is the case for the older one that I have, alright? The one that I've had and used for a long, long time, alright? So it would go in there like so. Just like that. Hayes Mega doesn't keep it in this case. Alright, why would you want to keep it in the case? Well, a torque wrench is a precision instrument, alright, or a precision tool, as what I'm going to say, alright? You don't want to drop it or bang it on anything, subject it to, forces other than, tightening a fastener, alright? It's very important that you don't drop this or anything because it might make it out of calibration, and then, it'll be out of calibration and you might break a bolt, or maybe you didn't tighten a bolt enough. It's very important that this stays within calibration, okay? So there it is. This is the case that the other one comes with. I believe this one is, you can get this one on Amazon also for $38. Alright, so this one is $5 more than this one, right? And we'll look at the differences between them. Okay. Yeah, so let's go take a look at there's the older one that I have, alright, but they still sell it. And this is the newer one. I actually kind of like this case, but I will be putting it in a toolbox, so. Okay, there it is. It's got some kind of thing on it. Oh, it's so small. It's so teeny tiny. Yeah, this one is way smaller than the other one. Okay, so that's the case, and there it comes with a little instruction manual here. Okay, there might be some kind of conversion table in there. Whoa, this one is way smaller than this one. Okay. Alright, so this torque wrench can handle torques. I already mentioned the other one. This one can handle torques from 20 to 200 inch-pounds, alright? 20 to 200 inch-pounds. Alright, where this one does 10 to 150 inch-pounds, okay? So this one is for even smaller. This one's even more precision is what I'm going to say, alright? This one will do down to 10 inch-pounds, where this one is down to 20 inch-pounds. Alright, and then, but this one can go up to 200 inch-pounds, and then this one only 150 inch-pounds, alright? So, if you ask me, I think I feel that this one is probably more useful than this one, alright? But it's nice to have a really, really small one, okay? They're both 1/4 inch drives, alright? But this one is way, way smaller, okay? As you can see. Okay, and Hades Omega will be using it, so it suggests that you use a 1/4 inch to 3/8 drive adapter, okay? Because if you have a lot of sockets and stuff, I have more 3/8 stuff than 1/4 inch stuff, all right? But whenever like for like Allen wrenches and stuff, it's usually 3/8, okay? So this would connect right here, all right? There's a button. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah. So this one has a button, all right? So you hold it, all right, and that keeps it from coming out. Pretty cool, all right? You can get this at a local hardware store. I will put a link in the description of the video where you can get one of these guys, okay? But they're pretty common, all right? And so this is the other one. So this is the difference between the cases. This one comes in a kind of hard plastic case, and this one is a soft case, all right? This one takes up a lot less space though. So my suggestion is to have a big torque wrench and a small torque wrench, all right? Well, this one I got a really small torque wrench. Okay, so for more precision stuff, I want to use this, all right? And this is kind of like for bigger stuff, all right? But I bought them for the same purpose, all right? One of these is going to be in my toolbox, and one of these is going to be in my toolbox in the garage, and one of these will be in the toolbox for when I'm out on the road and stuff, so I don't have to keep on taking it out, okay? So the way you would adjust this guy is you would loosen this and then tighten it, all right? So we're gonna go tighten something on my Sauron Lightbee. I'll give you a little demonstration of it, all right? And it needs to be tightened to 15 Newton meters, all right? So okay, so this one has inch-pounds right here. You can see, but if you flip it over, there's another scale for Newton meters, all right? This one is kind of confusing. The way it works is like there's a little line here, and it goes to this center line. This kind of, what do I want to say? It's like a spine or something, all right? Or backbone, all right? And then and there's these numbers here, and the numbers correspond to where the line points on the graph here, okay? So you've got to line up this edge right here on the bottom, all right, the top of the handle here, to where you want to torque down, all right? So what we're going to be torquing down is 15 Newton meters, all right? So you want to try to get it close to that, all right? So it's going to get tighter as it goes along, and I'm going to loosen it. All right, this is for people that have no idea how to use a torque wrench, okay? It's a little tutorial here. Okay, I want to keep on turning it up until I get to, all right, so it says here 15.8, all right? So that's about 15.8, and then maybe, well, so it's 15, right? So we want to maybe back it off just a tiny bit, all right? And that's 15 Newton meters right there. And then what you would want to do is tighten this, all right? So whenever this gets hard to turn, you need to loosen this knob, okay? So if I can't turn it more, I need to loosen this, all right? There you go, see? It's getting hard to turn again. I need to loosen it again, okay? Okay, now I'm going to go set it back to 15-ish. All right, I think right there where the 0 is. It's probably 15. Right now, this is just a little bit extra. Okay, and then I'm going to tighten it, and then now the torque wrench is set to 15 Newton meters. All right, and then so since we're going to be using it with, we're going to be using a Allen socket. Okay, so my Allen socket is a 3/8, so we're going to use this guy. Okay, and so this one just has a normal kind of ball bearing kind of ratcheting head. All right, so you just clip it in and you pull it out. Okay, pretty simple. This one is a little bit different. Like I mentioned, it has the button here. Okay, so you have to press the button, put it in, and you release it, and then it locks it. All right, but you can't take it out unless you press the button. Okay, cool. But then since I put this adapter on, it's going to be the regular kind now. Okay, so I'm going to set this one to 15 Newton meters. How does this work? Okay, I've never used this before. I think you gotta pull back on this, all right, and then it lets it move. All right, so I kind of like the other. I don't know. I'm not really sure which one I like. No, this one will barely do 15 Newton meters. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go up. Okay, that's what. So I highly recommend that if you're going to be torquing something with very low torque values, like under 20 foot-pounds, that you use this, or if it's in inch-pounds or Newton meters. All right, so I'm going to keep on turning this. All right, so this locks it. All right, this is a little bit different than another one. This one you have to pull this back and then you twist the handle. If you ask me, it's kind of hard to do like this. Okay, like what you gotta kind of. Well, I guess the best way to do it is to hold it back and then just finagle it with the bottom of your hand like this. All right. Oh yeah, this twists with it too. So you can twist it and pull it back at the same time. All right. And then you just kind of pinch it and you twist it and then you grip it again and twist it. All right. That's the way this guy works. All right. We're trying to get to 15. There's that 15.8 Newton meters. Okay. There's that 15.8 Newton meters. Almost there. Okay. So it says 0 Newton meters here. I think that's pretty close to 15.8. All right, that's 15.8. And we want to back it off to probably where the 0 is. And then that's probably 15 Newton meters, okay? Okay, so there we go. Both of them are set to 15 Newton meters, and then we're going to do some torquing. All right, let's go do it. Okay, here we are at my Sauron Lightbee. And so we're going to be tightening the motor mount bolts. All right, the motor mount bolts are 15 Newton meters. How do I know? Because I wrote 15 here. So that's a little trick that for you guys. If you think you're going to be torquing something pretty often, it's good to write the torque spec down next to the bolt that you're going to be thinking. So I know this one is 15. This one's not. This one is just like snug. Okay. So if you see there, my axle. All right, my axle has a 12 written on it. So I know all of these. So that's a little reminder for me to tell me these are 12 Newton meters, okay? So this is 12 Newton meters, this is 12 Newton meters, this is 12 Newton meters, okay? Same thing with this one. I think this one is like a 15 Newton meters. Or no, this is like 9 Newton meters. It says here 9 Newton meters, okay? For foot-pounds, you probably wouldn't be using these, okay? But if you did want to convert a foot-pound to an inch-pound, all you got to do is 12 inches, all right? 12 inches is 1 foot. So let's say 2 foot-pounds is 24 inch-pounds, all right? So if you had something that was 2 foot-pounds, that's 24 inch-pounds, you would set this to 24 inch-pounds, all right? If you wanted to do the conversion, all right? It's not that hard, 12, all right? Pretty easy. Okay, so I've got here a 6mm socket, and we're just gonna go torque these guys. All right. Actually, let me go. I'll loosen both of them. All right. So first, let's try the new one. How about that? Okay. Right on there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and torque some bolts, just to make it more, a better video. We're gonna go unbolt these bolts. All right. We're going to loosen them. All right. So when you're torquing, I recommend that you don't use your torque wrench to loosen fasteners. Only use it to tighten fasteners. Okay. All right. So I'm going to loosen it with this kind of breaker bar dealy here. Okay, and it's this one right here. Okay, so now they're loose. I'm going to take my socket dealy here, put it on to my torque wrench. All right, and then we're going to go tighten this one right here. Okay, and basically you would just tighten it. All right, so right now it's going the wrong direction. We got to hit the little switch here, all right, and that makes it go the other direction. I know this is a really basic video, guys. Wow, it's got really small clicks. It's a very precision torque wrench. All right, so we're going to keep on going until we feel a click. I don't feel anything. There. Oh, okay. Yeah, it takes quite a bit of force with this guy. All right, so, and then I like to just kind of do it twice. Okay. There we go. So you'll feel it, you'll kind of hear a click, and then you'll feel it kind of like skip a tooth or something, all right? Just like it did. All right, just like this. That's how you know it's torqued, all right? And then you just let go. All right? So let's go do the other one. Here's the other one that's set to 15 newton meters. We're going to put this guy on here. All right, this one seems like it's a lot more heavy duty, man, than the other one that I just bought. All right, and then so it's already in the right direction. Okay, pretty easy. All right, man, it took a lot more force with the other one. All right. All right, so this one is a very precision, small units torque wrench, and this one is a kind of more, it can do higher numbers. All right, if in my opinion, unless you needed to go down all the way down to like 10 inch pounds, then I think this is a better one. All right, this one has a longer range. All right, this one was like 20 inch pounds to 200. All right, but it can't go lower. Yeah, so when you're using small torque values, it's better to use a smaller wrench. All right, but if you're using a lot of big ones, like we pretty much used up the whole range on this one. All right, we wanted it doesn't get, the only higher is like 17 newton meters, all right? And then this one is maxed out already, okay? This one goes all the way up to 22 newton meters, okay? So in my opinion, this one probably more better, all right? But I'll give this one a whirl, all right? Yeah, if I need to tighten some really low torque values, then this one is the one I'll use. But like I mentioned, I just wanted to put one put in the toolbox and the other one. Okay, and then yeah, I would have a larger torque wrench for bigger values. All right, the half-inch ones, maybe like 20 foot-pounds and higher. What's 20 foot-pound? Whatever that conversion is. Okay, so there you go. That was the Tekton 1/4-inch torque wrench. All right. I've had, see, it says Tekton calibrated and tested. All right. This one says that too. Tekton calibrated and tested, so you know. I can trust these guys. You know, I've been using this for a long time, and that's why I wanted to buy another one. I saw that they had this one. I didn't realize it's a lot smaller than the other one, though. Okay, so in my opinion, so this is he's making his little review. Like I said, in my opinion, if you were going to be if you didn't need to torque anything down to 10 inch pounds, then I think this one is the better value. All right, it's bigger, it'll be easier to use. You saw how much force it took to use this to get to 15 newton meters, and it can go up to 200 newton. No, this one can go up to 200 inch pounds. All right, well, this one only can go up to 150. All right, so this one has a more usable range in my opinion. All right, but it depends on what you're tightening. Okay, so it would be a good idea to have both of these. You know, that's what I want to say. Okay. So I will put a link in the description where you can purchase these 2 torque wrenches, and I just gave you a little tutorial on how to use them and everything. All right, and then when you're done using them, you're going to want to take the tension off of it. All right, so I would loosen the knob all the way here, and then twist it all the way until I don't see it, until it goes off the little scale here, and then you're good to go. All right, and then I would maybe tighten this just a little bit. All right, okay, that one is and then you can put that away. All right, so that's what you got to do when you're done, because it's not good to store it with it set up for the torque, all right, or with tension on it, all right. You always want to take the tension off, all right, because that makes it that ruins the calibration if you do that. Okay, sometimes I know I forget sometimes, guys. All right, and then so this one you would just hold this, all right, and then twist the whole wrench, all right, until you get off of this, until it gets off of the scale. Okay, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. On going. Maybe it stops at the end. I'm not sure. It might just fall apart. Okay, yeah. This one stops at the end. All right. This one will fall apart if you keep on unscrewing this. Yeah, the knob will come out, and yeah. All right. This one stops all the way at the bottom. All right. That's kind of nice. All right. Maybe I want to go up just a teeny tiny bit. All right, and then there you go. All right, and this one locks into place. So different. These have different mechanisms. Hazemek is more used to this, all right, the tried and true, little knob on the bottom. Okay, I'm really used to using that, but this is nice too. Okay, this is actually better, I think. The more expensive torque wrenches have that. All right, the only thing is, yeah, it's kind of hard to use. Okay, you have to spin. You got to spin the collar and then tighten the thing. All right, but when you're loosening it, it's easy. You just use this one to loosen it. All right, but if you do it the other way, the scale moves around. Okay, and so you can't see what you're doing. All right. Okay, so yeah, right now we're at like close to 40 inch-pounds. I think we'll be at 40 inch-pounds when this one hits 0. Okay, so there's like these little marks here also on the bottom here, so you can get it right on the money. Okay, but there's a little manual in it, just study it, but pretty much once you hit that line, that's the torque value that you have set it at. Okay, so I'm gonna go loosen this all the way until it stops. Okay, and then I'm gonna go forward until it locks. Okay, there we go. And so that is ready for storage. All right, there you go. Okay, thanks for watching my video. I hope it was educational and informative and entertaining. Thanks for watching. Hazemek out. That's the Tekton 1/4 inch torque wrenches.